They're fine. They want to go for nice, fast-paced strategies, and here we go, straight towards middle. As I wanted to see, we got a bit of aggression from the CT forces here, going to be pushing up towards long as well. It's Frozen, trying to cause damage, can't find that quick headshot. There's the first one through the corner of the wall. You can see Navi reacting now, but Frozen's got into T-spawn. You don't see this too often, Matt. The bomb's down, and Frozen wants a little bit more.
Back away. Leaves the bomb on the ground, stay alive. That'll bring the other two players to bait in from the top side of middle. And Frozen closes it out once the aggro switches the other direction. Mousesports take the first pistol. You know what I mean?
It's an open A bomb site here. We do have Frozen down towards long with the M4. He needs a flashbang with his teammates to really swing out here and cause a bit of a ruckus. As the bomb is planted, you can see them really focusing 3 crosshairs towards that direction with Kriegs as well. This will be an incredibly difficult retake. They have 1 flash and a defuse kit. Here comes the swing, and Frozen, like I said, needed the flashbang just before he committed to that. Doesn't look good for Mousesports here, and Navi will be making this round work. A nice frag from Chris J, but that's pretty much all he'll find as it goes 2-2. Back and forth we go. Another force buy after that saved Krieg.
Do go both ways. The timings might favor the T's, but the CTs, if you can get a deep smoke in, pushing the tunnels becomes more viable as well.
I think that's one key factor people have forgotten about that's changed. It works both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. And but the point being is, if the timings are going to favor the T's, to counter that, switching the doors might now be the time to do it, because there's so many options then. As Rops sits and waits above the smoke, they didn't anticipate him to be there at all, and that's going to be 2 kills for him. Chris doesn't even need to do much on the back of the site, just baits away the aggro, and the flank comes in very quickly.
Dropping down towards spawn now. This is designed to take down AWP players. Voxic will have to hit a few shots at this point. First one connects, needs a second though. They make their way towards the bomb site. Electronic.
Oh, wow.
Oh, stifling play there towards the car position. That's round over. Fantastic shots once again. We said he's up there for MVP of this tournament. His rifle has just been superb throughout the tournament.
Yeah, go back to the group stage. He was absolutely on fire. And this is the point. Simple doesn't have to do everything anymore. He doesn't need to be. Smoke, as always, is thrown. No one really going for the old HE trick anymore. Pretty much always the smoke to try and cross over. Boomich, aggressive. We saw this from him yesterday. He's not scared to try and take these positions on entry. Already up behind the smoke. Timing, though, is everything. He looks away, expecting a flash at Kerrigan. A bit fortunate, I think, to spot him, because otherwise he was going down. Flamey does make up for it, and they trade off Chris J. So now they have long control. They realize it too. You can tell they were about to retreat, and then they went, oh, hang on. Let's get a player inside of the pit at least.
3 on 2. Oh, the flashbang's too powerful there. Voxic taken down. That should be it, but we have got Rops. Unfortunately, not the greatest position to really shut much of this down. They've already crossed over towards the side. They've got Simple with the AWP ready to plant as well. He can go for a really open plant as well. Unless Robs can get the jump shot in here. That's the only way he can really deny things from this position. Gonna try and have some stealth for now, and it's caught. Simple, the Glock in hand. Kind of weird, to be honest with you, but still looks absolutely fine. Didn't go down. You can see a smile on his face. He's like, yeah, I just dropped the AWP. It's
been a 9-4 scoreline. Now they've got to battle for that. Position, a bit awkward. Simple gets the kill. He's actually all right. He's sitting on 54 HP. That could have been much worse. I think they both missed shots in that exchange, and Flamey follows up against Voxic. Now they're back into the driver's seat, but HP combined still favors Frozen.
Oh, he's good with the deagle as well. He's got a good shot. He just walked through the smoke. They won't even be anticipating it necessarily.
He's actually trying to click E inside of the smoke and just spam it because he wants a gun. He knows there's a gun there. He has armor. He has a chance in this.
Definitely. They have no idea where he is. The bomb's actually the closer player towards the tunnel here. He's low HP. Bomb goes down. Frozen with the advantage now. Like you said, he's got armor, and it doesn't seem to matter. Wow. Simple nails the shot, but way too close for comfort there. If I'm Blade at this point, I'm calling the timeout. You are slow burners. It takes them a map normally to get into it. They can get blown out the water in map 1 and actually come back and be absolutely fine. Here are the odds brought to you by GG.bet.
Yeah, starting to get more and more the way of
It's not
Navi.
to say they've lost this map or anything, but it just feels like Navi are kind of running away with it individually right now.
Definitely agree. Simple's individual skill. Trying to go to work on Catwalk, but Rops has plenty. He's the one that you'd most expect to step up against them in return. And so far, good returns on investment as he gets around the corner for 2 on a P250. Kerrigan, meanwhile, waiting and holding toward long. That's the potential of the USP. And I take that back. It's a P2000 from Boomich. He realized it was the bomb as well, so he wanted to hold the position, but smart was Chris J to turn around and take the battle, because now it is restored, and Voxic taking electronic down leaves us with just Flamey in a 1-on-4. And I think Mousesports are going to find their second pistol in this game.
Good point. They've now won both pistols, and it's quite a convincing one as well.
Yeah. Cool. Smoke out to cover the cross. Single smoke. That's a pretty well thrown single smoke. Usually you have to deploy a second one.
Yeah, it won't be perfect, but that looks pretty serviceable to me. There'll be slight gaps in it. but it'll be enough if you jump over. Ropz to find the initial frag now in this 2-on-2.
That's a heck of a guess. The flash gets his aim off, and he still anticipated where they'd gone. Put Frozen down to 13, and he was able to find Ropz behind the car. That's remarkable. And now a one-on-one ensues in which Frozen, as a result, only has 13 HP, but he does have the Krieg on top of the site, so watch for the headshot position. No, he's going to get more aggressive. Got the initial damage.
Symple hit him first with the AWP, and then it's a quick finish off there from Electronic.
Voxic was almost unlucky not to get a kill there.
It looked good, didn't it?
Yeah, he was off by like less than a millimeter, according to my eyes, but Simple, either way, you're right to the early damage. He's going to add to that by finding Kerrigan lurking on the catwalk. Boomage fully blind sprays in. Good damage, but not the kill, and they'll push further. Good shadow baits. Electronic, that is an absolutely remarkable play. Look how confident they were that they'd baited out the op shot. Rounds the corner, head taken off with the FAMAS. He doubles it. Flamey gets the final kill. Round done. Navi back in command at 14-12. 2 rounds to...
Unfortunately, he gets flashed off, but didn't get taken down.
Pretty remarkable that he got flashed once and then just stood there and was ready to go back. Most people be scurrying and heading for spawn at this point in time. He's gonna have a lot of information. They're going middle. Electronic's able to step out off of that. As a result, he'll fade back into smoke, but a Molotov not fast enough. And Chris J is already out behind the door. He's in the cubby. Which means he's got lots of information to work with as well. That smoke was ill-fated. Just maybe wanted to try and bait them out and get the flames gone. Electronic with 2.
Okay. Yeah, the smoke was not designed to go there. He wanted it to go towards the mid doors, but it might have been a blessing in disguise. 4-on-2.
We saw in the group stages, he played about 6 different angles in 6 rounds at long. This one he's not used yet in this game.
Blue box is incredibly powerful. It's not a pre-owned position. It's good for even a couple of kills. It's very difficult to call as to where he is. And this time, Chris J, with the presence of mind to check it. Boomage goes down. Simple has to step up here. He needs a couple. Nails the first one in terms of the shot, but doesn't get the kill. 5 versus 3 now. Retake beginning. They're going to have to see if Electronic can be flashed through. He is alone. He's multiple kills here. He knows he's...
Well, that buys a bit of time for Navi.
Certainly does. They've recovered the AWP now. Still the MP9 and the shotgun, but it's Boomage who has the sniper. Ropz still alive. Surrounded by 2 players, one towards short and one middle, just trying to take some aggro. The first steps, it's going to be that initial kill with the Krieg. Second is just beautiful from Ropz. That should do it. 3-on-1, Boomage, AWP, Molotov, no kit. If he fires off a shot towards the crossover, they're going to know exactly where he is. Holding outside the B bomb site for now. As they go up towards short, plenty of time to plant. There shouldn't be a world where Boomage wins this round if they play it correctly.
Certainly not with that position because they don't actually need to go towards CT. He's not going to get a chance at a cross, and he's aware of it now with the Molotov dropping down from the ledge. It only means one thing, 1-on-3. He'll go aggressive. Spotted it, nearly needed it. Had to get the opening shot, tried again on Ropz, couldn't land that either. And it's Mousesports that actually come back to win their map. And this series takes a turn already.
It absolutely does. That was a really...
Deeper, they'll be able to wide side peek on that. He's going to rotate to Coffins, but they put Flamey up above first. And he has a gap. He's got a perfect position, but Voxic from down below drives by underneath and finds the kill. Watch for Boomage and Electronic to at least do something to keep them 1 man ahead, but have to concede the bomb site because of the deep smokes toward the Coffins.
Yeah, the smoke buys them just enough time there. Bomb planted, they reposition a 3-on-2, so certainly capable of winning this one. Mousesports will have 1 flashbang and 100 HP on both players here as the CZ rotates in. No kit available right now. All 3 making their way towards the mouth of the bomb site. Kerrigan and Chris J. Will be Chris to take the attention first. Here's the flash. Kerrigan will have to swing off this, and here he does. He needs a quick headshot, needs to bring it back to a 2-on-2, which he does. Lovely work so far. Kerrigan leading the way here. It's him against Simple, the CZ at close range, and the in-game leader delivers all the goods there. A 3 versus 2 against Simple on the 1 versus 1 as well, and held his nerve. Those CZs unable to find massive damage towards the end, and it's the Glock that wins out and gives Mount.
On Dust 2 in the group stage, and how he was creative. It's anything but right now because he continues to do the same thing, and it's the same result. The definition of insanity starting to present itself as Simple does at least get a shot back, looks for a second, finds Voxic down by the bags, and he's going to have to fall all the way inside of the pit. Makes no mistake to find Chris either as he relocates. Looks for the fourth. He's got that as well. Nearly an ace for Simple, but you can see the impact the man can have as it's all onto Frozen 1-on-3.
There it is. And Frozen with enough time to still win this round. We've got Perfecto down towards T steps. CT stacked towards the library side. Frozen there with the Krieg. If he can bring this down to a 2-on-1, he's got a real chance of doing this with the bomb on his back. First shot connects, beautifully done. Is he aware of Boomage on the other side? He's in the library, he's low HP, so he can't do much off this. If he goes down early about his teammate there, he might throw this situation away. Perfect Molotov as well. So Perfecto either waits 7 seconds for this or runs through. He's opted to wait. AK-47 in hand. Molotov available. It doesn't do too much for him apart from making molly the pit, I suppose.
The angle, Molotov already thrown. You said it could go pit. He's going to try and clear the site. That's going to force Frozen out. But on top of the box, he still holds a very powerful angle. And Perfecto's not giving himself a lot of time. Behind the pillar, he's not going to spot him either. Oh, you'd expect that Frozen had that, but he's actually found the angle and a great shot on the AK. He has done it. Flank quickly, so they have to work with a set piece inside of B in terms of crossfire. Symple already has Chris. Smokes down to isolate the pit. They know this is going to be a wrap on the other side, and Electronics adjusted accordingly. He's not in the pit. He's not willing to go quietly. And what a tense position to be in with 2 players on the other side of the smoke. He's gone behind them, and he didn't make contact. They have no idea. What an absolutely brilliant play from Electronic. He refused to be rendered useless by way of single smoke, and he gets 3 kills to close out the round.
Great execution there from Mousesports. Normally very effective. And now they've confirmed that against the Eagles here, it shouldn't be too much of a difficult task here. Hold on to your main utility, wait till they commit, lock them out with smokes, spray them down one by one. Carragher's been great at finding opening kills towards B. Can he do it again? Surely not here.
Kerrigan with the deagle, absolutely does! Oh! He gets Boomich in the back as well, 2 for the in-game leader, who's having an absolutely remarkable half of Inferno. That's set up, he takes the first shot, they now know the op is exactly in position. That's CT, they re-peek it, I'm surprised they do, no utility. I suppose Voxic was confident, but now he's given Flamey an absolute monster situation to work with as he comes back out for a 3rd kill as well. Finding Frozen and confidence on the secondary AWP. We might have a 9-6 half, unless Chris can do more. Simple's not able to connect. That puts him down to 14 HP. Round's not done yet. Flamey might get an ace. We saw Simple get 4.
Are there birds flying around?
I think we get a pigeon in here with us. Just hanging out.
All right, well, let's see if the initial kills come in. We talked about CT aggression on Inferno available. Once again, it's Mousesports presenting it. They find the initial kill, but Electronic pulls one back. Headshot for Kerrigan. Voxic so good at that P2000. Can he make it sing this round? Flanking on the back of the heads. Good for 1 so far. And this is Rops. Oh, removed. That's going to give Navi an opening towards the A side. They have to finish up and plant here. The CT's not wasting any time. They want to get these headshots. Flamey still over 100 HP. He can win this round, but it'll take 2 very crisp shots indeed. First one, not delivered.
4 for 4 in pistols right now for Mousesports. That could be the difference in the series at this point in time. Keep in mind, in fact, updates to a Krieg instead, but that's what costs him. Of all things, the Krieg versus the MAC-10.
Yeah, remember, no helmets here, so the MAC-10 very powerful at this point. This is a very important kill. Electronic can't connect the dots just yet. Can Flamey. UOP makes his way towards the pit. You can see they're both towards the bomb site now. There's actually 5 seconds remaining, Matt. They've done enough here. The AWP goes down. This is a disaster for Navi. Up against the pistols, the one for Mass, and you can see the laughter coming through. Kerrigan can't believe it. It's Frozen with the Desert Eagle once again.
Left, and Frozen on the ledge. He's not committed to water, which means he cannot be stuck down there and be contained. He can still back off and control this fight. He won't see their feet. He knows what they're up to. That's a good suspicion. The fact that they put that smoke on the ledge meant they wanted to go to Orange's 1, but his anticipation of firing into it actually baits him out, and therefore they're able to fire back and caused a lot of problems. Kerrigan down as well. No support because his teammate gone, and the round might be as well. 4 still alive. Don't be misled. Perfecto does have 5 HP. And they've picked up the Krieg. Simple's going to hold it.
Yeah, this is the kill that might decide the rounds here, and Flamey, no problem whatsoever. 1 bullet from the Desert Eagle. Voxic will pull 1 back, but it's Simple with the Krieg. This was a partial buy, remember, from Navi as well, so they're right back in this now, trying to recover the AWP. Not going to happen. Maybe it will. Chris J, they'll fall back. Their money is pretty much broken on the CD side as well. Expensive investment into towards the grenades.
Is in relation to exposure from Coffins. He gets Kerrigan baited out after taking the shots to Frozen. He's run back site. They know he's back either in Emo or New Box. And they know now there's a CT coming from Spawn as well because the nade came through. Frozen will buy as much time as he can. Waits for his teammates to get into a more relevant position, and they overlooked it. They knew he was there. They knew he was there. They saw him leave Coffins, and yet he still surprises Electronic. Simple's gone as well. It's a round that might be stolen back, so forget the eco win previously from Navi. This completely makes it level, and the nade, it takes Perfecto down. Bomb still on the ground. Rather, Boomich has it, but can't do anything with it. Frozen He stayed alive the whole time. How does he stay alive? Simple made contact with him early, and he manages to go undetected for the rest of the round.
Yeah, this is the year of Frozen, man. He really is starting to look like a superstar on the server.
On 4, Chris. If he'd been caught out inside a boiler, another gun picked up, I could see Navi actually getting away with this round. As it is, they have to do a lot more work. Smoke to cover off Frozen's position. I don't think he'll go lightly. He's been so effective on top of the coffin. In fact, exposes his whole body to stay above the Molotov, and no mistake on it. He finds the first kill. Now he'll be efficient. Now he'll fall off. He probably actually could have got away with the second kill in that situation, but why risk it?
Yeah, absolutely. You got a 4-on-2 now. Bomb's not planted. No one has to overcommit. As soon as the bomb goes down, that's when you swarm, because it takes 3.5 seconds to get that bomb planted right. And that means one player's removed from the situation. It looks like we're all done here. 4-on-1. Simple again. Just going to hope he can find some flashy shots here. Is there anything available?
Yeah, same situation, but even less to work with. Well done for Mousesports to steal away Inferno. And I said that was must win. We've got a very tantalizing map pool for Mousesports to close this out. They only need one more. Best of 5.
Molotov deployed towards the upper ramp just so they can get full control. It's going to be Carrigan just suggesting they're heading towards inside, but Perfecto, that's almost a perfect smoke. They have to push through that, no choice, and he's going to get the first headshot. That might dissuade them now. After such a convincing kill there, they're going to have to wait towards the RB position. Carrigan, I don't think he gets the headshot this time. Looks good for a pistol. In favor of Navi, yet to pick one up as we enter the third map here.
Robs backs away, P250. Kerrigan's smokes were all for naught. That was a ruse, but it was already spotted, as you mentioned, by Perfecto at Ivy, so they knew this was going to come to A. And it's come back to a 3-on-3. Rumich gets himself on the board with 2, finds Frozen as well toward Olaf, and that means bomb down. He'll close on the last, finding Voxic off to a great start. And Train yesterday, he was in incredible form in the 8-0 start against Godsent. Toward Pop Dog also, so they can't give up anything at the back, or otherwise they'll have problems at the front. Simple rotating around, catches off Frozen. Becomes a much easier scenario now, and it's just Chris. Bomb in his hand, though. He can plant in this. He started that before the Molotov. In fact, Molotov's not going to reach him, and he might chase down at least get one. Good start. Aggressive. Finds out Flamey. Not done there. Sees the play on the tracks. He's actually got Simple down. We know this guy can ace. We saw it in New York. He's got it into a 1-on-2, and he's actually sliding away. He's got another shot on Boomich. Is this guy up for the play of the decade already in 2020? He nearly got it in 2018. As Chris sneaks away, Electronic is found. He's baited him out. He's got the time in his favor. What an ace clutch this would be. He's got the bomb off the situation. And he's got Electronic down. Put it in for play of the year already. What a clutch from Chris.
Unbelievable scenes, Matt. Chris J in a 1-on-5 saves the day. It was unlosable for Navi. I don't even know how he gets the first kill, let alone 4 more. Looking off towards the dark side, I'm going to be going towards Sunny, seeing whether they can break through as the opponents come through. You can see Rops showing his usual tendencies towards upper ramp, so they're going to reposition now, get the bomb down towards bottom. This kill is everything. Carrigan nails it again. Convincing play towards inside. Good rotation. It's a, oh, hello. Simple does take one down, 2-on-2. Tense environment right now.
You can still see Perfecto and his teammates are both trying. Oh, they didn't get it down in time.
They did not. It looked like they were just...
I thought they had it. I was going to talk over that because we had a second to get ready for the post plant. But yeah, the timing gone. They actually lose the round. They give it away.
Niko. Navi can win these, but it's not looking good. USPs, CZs, no armor, and a rush inside. Oh, maybe a couple of kills there. Electronic, does he get away? Oh, a Perfecto. That's not bad. All right. 5 players committing towards that Brown Hall position. And they've gone down. Let's see Mousesports give up many rounds like this, but this isn't looking good at all. Frozen taking down a 51. Massive advantage for Navi here.
Kerrigan back out again. He knows to take this angle. He knows to fight Boomich. Expected a reaction sooner and didn't want to oversit the mark when he put the shots in. Didn't get the kill right away. Had to look elsewhere. Needs to push up. Boomich is not going to repeat that angle. He's not going to slide out, but they're going to keep going, keep marching. He's trying to bait both directions at this point. Burn the candle at both ends. Every shot toward Boomich, he knows he's going to bait a reaction from Sandwich. Every shot towards Sandwich, he's waiting for Boomich. But it's Simple that slides above instead. 3 versus 1. He can't cover them all. Boomich can. Simple.
Inside rush.
They're 4-1 on pistols so
big
far.
nade.
That nade is absolutely massive, but Simple's around it and has Kerrigan down. Chris, I think, took damage from his teammate behind him as well on the stairs, so a bit of a trip over each other. Didn't need that at this point in time because he'd already taken 1 bullet from the front of the site. Simple spotted, but they still have to give him attention. They do, certainly. No attention deficit from Frozen as he goes back to spawn. Perfecto dancing on either side of upper. Just trying to make sure there's no flank. He's got to be so careful at this point. He's actually revealed himself. Goes to the lower ramp. Voxic has him. Shot back. Boomich at least with a chance. They both have one bullet to death. And he goes, oh, it deceives him. He went.
Bomb's main entrance, though. So, yes, it's very good. He'll get another kill for sure. Rops goes down. And 30 seconds remaining towards Pop Dog. And Flamey, oh, has he been spotted?
Yeah, he was. Voxic just barely. He was running. But he was just far enough to be not audible. If he was audible, there's no way he even gets a chance at that peak. The gun's already turned on to him. You're right. That's almost unfortunate. The fake actually cost them because it put the bomb in the line of fire, and Boomich has to go back one-on-one. Voxic to hold. Knows he's coming from Pop Dog. 12 seconds. No mistake on the shots, and it's 11-9.
Big plays from Boomich, like respect of actually getting towards inside, sneaking through. Just about survives long enough as the bomb will be planted in a safe spot. It's going to bait out Rops here. Has to nail that first kill. Symple left the AWP. We know he hits these shots, nails it. He's going to get another one, surely. He now knows exactly where Rops is. As he bides his time, he has got the orb. It's Christian that goes down. HP not so much of a factor here, but he knows he's already hit him here. Symple, he's been quiet so far. Can he get the map point? He certainly can. That's what it's all about. Round 15 on the board for NaVi.
Problem only 3. No trigger discipline, just wants the kill. Bomb still gets planted. It's Symple and another 1-on-2. And another player on red HP to try and shut it down. Good movement mechanics. Symple gets on top of Ticket. He knows they have to go for the bomb. Not planted for him, but he'll have the awareness. You'd expect. Rops is going to check it.
Oh!
Symple hits that. He actually reads it, and Kerrigan.
No!
Symple's got that as well.
He's back.
He's in it. This series is on. You do not give Symple time to wake up. As opposed to inside of the big garage. So there's a few different ways to go about it, but yeah, odds are dead even. I think that's 100% accurate. Good time to get over to GG.bet and get involved as we get into what will be our guaranteed second last map of the event, perhaps the last if Mousesports get off to a good start. They do get the CT side that we talked about. Damage is against them early, and they've lost both Voxic and Kerrigan. Perfecto and Symple with the kills to start it off as Boomich wraps back in through the huts. Taken out by Flamey is Chris J, who trying to find ground. The last footing inside of the site itself. Now they wrap back in. It's Frozen. Rops aren't done. They actually get to Electronic. He didn't have to take that fight. He already has heaven. He could fall off the angle. Bomb is down, and it's suddenly a turnaround. This could be 6-1 in terms of pistols.
How did this collapse? It felt so good. They got the opening two kills. It was all coming together, and now it's all down to Boomich. He has got the bomb on his back. But now very low HP, a bullet to the chest as well, and now onto the head. Frozen to bring the...
Frozen still holds his ground, sees at 75, sees the feet, low HP on the second, but he's not ready for it. Perfecto slides. Good start from him so far in this game. Most impact we've seen, I would say, in the early rounds, as he gets 2 kills once more. Chris, he's got an AK picked up, and the bomb down. They get in behind. Perfecto drops, but Boomich has Voxic. Chris isn't done. He fights forward. He had that weapon. He had the rifle, and he has a chance. That is ridiculous aim as he finds Boomich as well.
That's so sick. He's done it again. It's not a 5-on-1 this time, but the impact is in hand. Does he commit to this? Electronic at 35 points of health. He swings now. Kerrigan's got a guaranteed kill. The Molotov going around as well. There it is. Lovely work. Good timing. And now Frozen's in trouble. If he gets one, that will do. He's going to burn.
He seemed fireproof for a while. Apparently he was quite frozen. Took a while to thaw out. He nearly got a shot for a second. As Symple wants more than that from inside of Squeaky. Actually gets through the edge of the vent to do so. 7 seconds. He's got it down to the one-on-one. Rops just needs to stay alive, but he has nowhere to hide. It's the kill instead.
Many rounds away to just USPs. It's just got to be too much to recover from.
Kerrigan up above, smoke down at the door. They've already wrapped around behind him. They'll see the utility. So they've got the opener, and Boomich isn't done there. Never mind the USPs, never mind the force buy. They're backing it, but the bomb's down. Robs doubles up. He has a smoke that he can hide in and disappear as well. And that makes things very awkward. The bomb seems to be the one that always gets caught for NaVi.
Yeah.
Go back to the first round, they went lower. They lost it at the secret entrance. Robs just was a fantastic entrance apart as Voxic nails Boomich. And Electronic makes something happen with a deagle, but he's still left against Voxic on the op, who's dropped down. I don't think Electronic's aware of it. Through the gap, Voxic steals the round, and Rop starts it off. Mousesports back in control. That's away his position as well. Kerrigan's going to add to it. It's back to the advantage for Mousesports, only by 1. Boomich finds Rops as well. He's got good control. He's all the way around on heaven. I think they're going to have problems holding this upper site, Mousesports, and Kerrigan's holding at main entrance, but he'll be quickly negated by a single smoke.
He's got a good angle, though, with this AUG. See what he can make of it. First kill not going to be his. Perfecto. Left the low HP. Voxic really coming to his own now. It's a 2 versus 1 for himself. What?
He kept the op? They had no idea he pushed all the way through? They thought he might have grabbed the AK, instead he went back? 49 seconds, bomb is picked up. They had to go back for it. Boomich is aware and goes down the vents. So this will buy him space. Now what this, okay, he does switch over. I was gonna say, does Voxic have that much confidence to stay in the AWP? No. He goes to the creek, door closed, he opens it immediately. Boomich knows exactly where to turn his attention, but there's time enough to work with.
One smoke, flashbang, so doesn't have to come swing out with here. He knows exactly what Boomich is. The flashbang drop. This will be such a sick round from
hard it is to dig your heels in on the T side. Credit to Navi for fighting back in that situation. Flaming headshot position drops off. Voxic with the pressure. Boomich is going to rotate Speedway. That puts pressure back onto the other 2 players inside. But Flamey's undetected. At least stays and holds his nerve. Watch the HP. Robs was the one that was on 100. He's down. This is winnable. Managed to get the vent dive in, but they're sitting on 4 and 5 HP respectively, Kerrigan and Chris J, and they have to be very swift. Flamey's got to hit 1 shot there, and they're done. I'm surprised he doesn't.
He's going with the headshot. He doesn't have the intel. He's so low. But still has the advantage of the smoke, makes things a little bit more complicated. From the ramp, another bullet will do it. And you can see being so tentative now. They're so fragile, so squishy. The smoke providing a veil still, and it's going to be a 2 versus 1. Surely Chris J can't do this. Already had some heroics. The bomb's at a very awkward spot. What's happened there? And now it will be Electron into defuse. Oh, close as X. Flamey, with no utility whatsoever, makes his way towards heaven, but I like this. Squeaky door, Boomich got at least 1 kill. He didn't see the barrel, didn't commit to the check. They have a kit, Boomich with no smoke. He'll be the one defended here by Flamey, does damage. MP9 strikes, flashbang comes through. He has to be the one to defuse, remember. There's no kit on Flamey at this point. It'll be 10 seconds. He's trying his best to battle them through this round. The defuse coming in now is actually looking pretty good. 2 seconds. They haven't checked it.
Okay, they got him. Whew. I thought he was going to get away with that. I really thought he would hold that straight through. They were so passive on the hut.
Talked about it all tournament long. The lower bomb site, in a 3-on-4, you would still favor the T's. And look at all this utility. 2 Molotovs, flashbangs, HEs, and nothing in that department for NaVi.
The interesting thing, though, is that I don't know that they're aware. Okay, they are looking at it. Kerrigan's aware. I was going to say, I'm not sure they're totally awake to the fact that Boomich has been sitting inside of the control room for that long. They managed to at least get the creek. That is a tumultuous battle. That is tenuous through the edge of the catwalk. I'm surprised they get away with this. Rops, 6 HP. Thankfully, the Molotov goes in his favor. That's going to force Electronic away.
Can't do it.
7 seconds, he's gone. The Molotov alone will save it, and that is a remarkable. Keep them from rotating in on the flank, but that has failed. So they have to be aware of the possibility. Nonetheless, door opens and closes. Boomich wants to keep his security alive and his life intact. He'll take the door and break it down so he can at least peek through it, but bomb is already planted, so that's just for information, and a smoke will negate that either way.
20 seconds. We've seen this lower bomb site become a fortress before. Again, no utility, a couple of flashes, no smokes, no incendiaries. Time ticking away. Need to get their skates on now, need kills. 10 seconds on the clock. First kill comes in. Boomich gets it. Frozen. Great position. Looking for a couple of frags. Can't do it. But here's Voxic looking to find championship point. He's done enough. The defuse can't come through. Boomich will have to save. And there we have it. Mousesports. They have broken them financially, and they've got themselves a massive buffer of rounds to close this one out and lift yet another trophy.
Not done yet. Perfecto and Simple each finding a kill in return.
Look at the HP. Frozen, Rob so low. Chris J will have to do the heavy lifting once again. They have a minute. They can slow this down and piece together the jigsaw. They have 1 smoke that's been deployed. I say they smoke that and they're going to go towards upper maybe. Chris J seems happy just to get that plant down. They're going to spam it. Frozen makes a footstep just to buy him a little bit of time there.
Does Simple have a kit?
He does.
Oh, I thought he might just drop.
Yeah, I thought
if
that
someone
for a
made
second
noise
too.
and he just instant defuses, because there's still a good amount of time on that smoke. There's about another 4 seconds even now as it dissipates. Okay, I was a little off on that, but enough that there was certainly a 4-second defuse available. Simple waits to get baited in. He'll take Frozen down.
Chris J looking to close things out here. This could be enough, map. It's going to be Simple in the 1 versus 2. There we have it. They close it out in style, and it will be Mousesports picking up yet another trophy here. This was their 5th final in a row, and they managed to close it out.
Again, they need to improve. They need to get to winning ways.
Yeah,
they've got so much skill.
Yeah, there's so much talent and potential within this roster. It needs to be realized, though. The hard work has to be done. We talked about that with Mad Lions this event. We talked about it with Godsend. Navi have got much sharper tools within their arsenal, and they need to have that sort of level of discipline. They can't keep losing the pistols, and we need to see more from them in 2020.
So from London, from the GG Bets Ice Challenge, Mousesports, your champions, $125,000. You said it, their 5th final in a row, and they leave victorious. A great way to start 2020, and certainly will put their eyes on better things and better trophies, more trophies this year. And how about Chris J? I don't know if he's going to get the MVP statistically, but he definitely takes our hearts with that 1v5.
Yeah, amazing scenes. I really enjoyed that grand final. It had some absolutely epic moments, and there it is, $125,000 for the international squad. This project just keeps getting better and better.